Hello, we are anonymous. We come to you today with an urgent message. The right to free speech on the internet is under a great threat by collective of government bodies. The ITU is to hold a meeting this December discussing regulating the internet. This affects all. This makes ACTA, PIPA and SOPA seem like a grain of salt in comparison. Internet gives us the freedom to talk with friends, make or start a business, or speak out against our governments, all on an unprecedented scale. This isn't a Clinton, it's the internet's design came out of open, inclusive discussions by a global community of scientists and engineers, so there was no pressure from above to lock it down. But now a government-controlled international body is making a play to become the new place where the internet's future gets decided. It's called the International Telecommunication Union, writing U, and in December the world's governments will need to decide whether to expand its mandate to making important decisions about the DNA. The IQ could pose a risk to freedom of expression online everywhere. Here's what. First, the base ICS. Nobody owns the internet. It's a collection of independent networks around the world. Anybody can build one. The common standards on which the internet was built grew out of open online discussions, not on the priorities of a particular government or company. But now let's meet the axes. First, the IQ is all really old Nazi diesel, not rotary phone, altered telegraph poles, ISN, Morse code. When founded in 1865, it was called the International Telegraph Unions. Unlike the internet, the IQ was not built on open discussions among scientists and engineers. Instead, only governments have a vote at the I_Q_. These votes take place behind closed doors. If governments succeed in getting it to you more power to make decisions about the internet, we get an old school top-down government center organization, replacing the open bottom-up governments, the media and financial world changing, and that's just the beginning of our problems. 9TU is not transparent. GAGs use draft proposals. Bryant Public and its one country, one vote model gives governments all the power. They get to make decisions about our internet without us even knowing what they're discussed, and tell us once the decision is made what kinds of decisions will be considered at the IG meeting this December. Well, here's some actual proposals that have leaked. Cutting out internet access for a number of broadly defined reasons, violating international human rights norms. Getting governments more power to monitor internet traffic and impose regulations on how traffic is sent, defining spans so broadly that they could justify blocking anything from photos of cute cats to human rights campaigns. At new rules to charge online content providers to reach users, which could be less content going to the developing world, and blocking sites that don't pay up. But the really scary part, the countries pushing hardest for high TU control at the same countries that aggressively censor the internet. In Russia, making a YouTube video against the government can get you 2 years in jail. China, you can get some more social media websites. In Iran is trying to build its own national internet email network to keep the entire population under its control. Now the IQ also does good work. They help the developing world establish telecommunication networks and expand high-speed broadband connections and existing internet. Governance isn't perfect. The US has outsized influence and authority when it comes to this. But we need to fix these problems in a way that preserves the openness, pragmatism, and bottom-up governance that made the internet so great. This December, our governments need to make their final decisions about the internet's future. It's up to us internet users in every country of the world to tell them to stand for the open internet. If everyone who sees this video speaks out and contacts the government, we've got a chance of winning. Help us share this video and visit the site to speak out. Contact your government right now. Let's use internet's global reach to say, tell your leaders to oppose handing over key decisions about the internet. Judge Judy, we the people oppose internet censorship. We are anonymous. Information is free. We are legion. We do not forgive. We do not forget. Expect us.